It's Tim Albright with AVNation with the road to ISE. Integrated Systems Europe comes your way the 31st of January through the 3rd of February. And with us to talk about digital projection and their stand is Mr. Mark Wadsworth. Welcome, sir.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
I am fantastic. You guys are in Hall 3, K as in Kangaroo 800, 3K 800. Mark, we have watched digital projection evolve and develop some pretty unique projection systems over the years. So what will we find this time around at ISE?
Yeah, definitely. Unique is what we are known for. We first previewed the satellite system in 2018 in a Whisper Suite, and in all available trade shows since then, we've had a really heavy focus on it. So over the years, it's evolved from the prototype that we demonstrated, and we now have 3 versions of our satellite system. So these are really small, compact projection heads with RGB laser sources. On our booth, we're going to have a 12-foot mini dome, and that's going to have 5 of our highlight heads in. So the highlights are our smallest heads. They are roughly kilograms, 19 kilograms, 40 pounds. So really small and compact, and you can get up to 20,000 lumens out of them. So we're going to have a strong focus on them, on the booth, on a mini dome. And then alongside that, we're going to have our Titan satellite head. So this is the slightly bigger one, and that goes up to 30,000 lumens, uses a 0.96-inch DMD. And that's just going to be showing beautifully saturated Rec 2020 colours on a DMP supernova screen.
Oh, wow. Mark, talk for a second to somebody who's looking at their system, at their installation and going, you know what, I might want a satellite system. Why would somebody choose that if they're looking at a design or they're talking with an integrator and they're considering a satellite system? Why would they go with that over a more traditional, big, larger box?
I think you got it there where you said the bigger, larger ones. We're seeing these being put into a lot of installations where size, heat and noise is a big consideration. So it's going into a lot of theatres at the moment where obviously you want completely unobtrusive kit. You don't want a projector in a big housing or sound box, and you don't want the noise. And with the satellite system, you can mount it just below the top deck of the audience, and there's no noise. The light source, the noise, the heat, and everything can be up to 100 meters away at the end of a fibre cable. And the same thing goes for visitor attractions, museums. A lot of these are often retrofitted, so there's not a lot of space. You're trying to shoehorn projection systems into old buildings and things. So they really come into their own there. And similar with dark rides, where maybe they're on an arm and they're going into the immersive dome style things. Again, size is crucially important. And then along with the size is the colour. So everyone's used to seeing old lamp projectors or laser phosphor. Here with direct RGB laser, you're looking at near Rec 2020 colour space. So the colours are absolutely phenomenal, and it really does bring a whole new dimension to what viewers are seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And also in a lot of museums, not only in Europe, but also globally, a lot of times they're in historically significant spaces, right? Buildings that are hundreds if you're in the U.S. or thousands if you're outside the U.S. years old, and there are considerations you have to make for those as well. So absolutely. Again, you guys are in Hall 3. Hall 3 K800 is your stand. Mark, not everyone is getting to go to Barcelona, so if they're not going to ISE, how do they follow on with everything that digital projection will be talking about that week?
Yeah, so if you're not there, keep an eye on our Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube channels. We're going to do our best to upload as much content as we can, walk-arounds, posting what's going on. So yeah, keep an eye on them and you'll see everything that we're doing. All
right, very good. Mark Wadsworth from Digital Projection. Thank you so much. Again, Hall 3 K800 is where you find him. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv, and follow along as we also head to Barcelona for Integrated Systems Europe 2023, the 31st of January through the 3rd of February. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.